Hey guys, first regardsman here, and so I'll be talking about a heroic Instigator bolt carbine build for the sniper class in the patch 11.0 PTS server. Now, this is the new 5-round burst variant of the standard Instigator bolt carbine. I slept on this thing a little bit when I first saw it. 5 rounds in the burst didn't sound that good, but this thing actually dumps out a tremendous amount of damage. And these days, in the patch 11.0 PTS at least, they did buff up the targeted shot perk that reads the first range attack that breaks camo cloak. It deals 75% more damage to actually linger a bit with its effect for things like burst weapons, and I'm pretty sure they did that so this weapon could actually fully take advantage of that. So a really strong option and a ton of fun to use, and this might be my favorite weapon on the sniper currently. Now for the perk tree, I do pretty much just build all the headshot perks up here, with Headhunter moving to the perk Efficient Hunter. After reloading while having low ammo, your headshots deal 35% more damage for 5 seconds. This is like 1 or 2 bursts, but still a very strong perk when it actually triggers. Next perk here is Fast Reload, moving here into the perk Divine Might. Damage increases by 10%. In my testing, in the testing arena, I actually found this perk is better than the perk over here, Headhunter. So for like whatever reason, I would assume headshot multiplier perks would be better, but apparently not. Next perk here is Increased Capacity. The maximum ammo reserve of this weapon increases by 20%. You could go up here for the perk Finisher Reload instead if you really wanted to. The reason I took this is because I'm taking this one on top of High Capacity to get better triggers off of the perk here, Versatile Precision. Performing a kill with your secondary weapon restores 15% of your primary weapon's ammo. Cooldown is 15 seconds. So the more ammunition you have total, the better triggers you're going to get off of this perk, so pretty useful for that. And otherwise, this gun is not the most ammo inefficient thing ever, especially on Sniper, but that extra ammo does still help quite a bit. Next perk is Great Might. Damage increases by 10% against Terminus level enemies. And then I pick up the perk down here, Hone Precision. Equip weapons maximum spread decreases by 50% when firing without aiming. You could skip this perk and grab the perk up here, Rapid Health, instead, which says when your health is below 30%, killing 7 enemies in a rapid succession restores your health by 10%. This perk probably is overall better, but I have to hip fire this gun at close range at times. This perk does help out quite a bit for that. Next perk here is Recoupment. Killing a Majoris level or higher enemy with a headshot of this weapon will restore 1 armor segment. Cooldown is 15 seconds. Now, having armor restore on a 15-second cooldown for a headshot kill is way better than it sounds in this game. This perk is on basically every single bolt weapon aside from the heavy bolter, and it's really amazing at limiting chip damage and stuff like that, especially for our build here because I am not taking purification, so getting back CHP at times can be a little bit of a pain in the ass, so we are going to be taking this perk instead. But to be honest, I'd be taking it regardless. Next perk here is Tactical Precision. Headshots deal 20% more damage, non-headshot damage decreases by 10%. Once again, we live in an era of Space Marine 2 where headshots are pretty much all that matters for any bolt weapon in the entire game. So this perk is just pretty much mandatory to pick up. There is no reason not to, because losing damage on non-headshots doesn't really matter at all. Next perk here is Headhunter for that 10% damage increase, and that's pretty much all there is for the perk tree. Now you could build all the way down the top tree to pick up things like Inspired Aim, or even go down the bottom for Death Strike. That's up to you. I just find this one does more than enough damage with our build setup, so I decided to go like this today. Now, the secondary weapon we take this time around is the Firepower Relic Tier Standard Bolt Pistol. You might be wondering, why the hell are we taking a bolt pistol? Well, in patch 11.0, they buffed up the base damage on this thing on top of the headshot multiplier bonus they got in the patch 10.0 update, and now the bolt pistol is like the best in slot for any of the bolt weapons in the secondary options, and it's kind of hilarious how much damage this actually does. It has the Elite Hunter perk here. It says after killing a Majoris level or higher enemy with a melee weapon, headshots deal 50% more damage for 10 seconds. Now, the bolt pistol here is like a 5% lower DPS than the heavy bolt pistol, even without this perk. But with this perk, it's kind of insane how much extra damage you get. And this thing just hits like a truck now, is another way to put it. This weapon is an incredible choice now. Unfortunately, the base damage buff did not apply to the heroic bolt pistol as far as I'm aware in my testing, but the firepower variant for the standard bolt pistol is just incredible, and even the gun strike damage for the bolt pistol is now equivalent to the heavy bolt pistol. So this weapon kind of just got power crept out of nowhere. I would have never expected the standard bolt pistol to be stronger than a heavy bolt pistol, but that is the world we live in currently, at least on the PTS. Now, the other perks I grab are the headshot perks like Headhunter here, and the perk over here, Headhunter once again. Pick up the perk down here, Extended Magazine, and of course the perk here, Divine Might, for even more damage. I also grab the perk over here, Gunstrike Reload, because instantaneously reloading your weapon is quite powerful. And if you want to take the Prestige perk that I did not take today, Versatility, for 20% more damage on your secondary, you can definitely do that too, because guys, the bolt pistol in this upcoming patch, it is strong. It is a damn powerful choice, and probably my preferred on this build, especially because we do get our Pattern of Excellence triggers off of the Instigator bolt carbine. So really don't need that like 3-round burst from the pro version. But that's pretty much all there is for the secondary here. Now for my melee weapon selection here, I do take a block knife. Now the new Power Gladius buffs on the PTS are quite powerful. I will link a video that I made about that up here in the corner for the info card. If you want to check that out, you can definitely click right there. But as far as this build goes, I still prefer the block knife. Now the damage cap on both this weapon and the Power Gladius got lifted, but the block knife I don't think hits the damage cap without the Tactical Ambush perk, which I will not be taking today. Either way, the armor restore and damage reduction versus range you get off a perfect block from this is quite powerful, and the damage is quite nice on top of that stagger. Now for the perk tree, I do pick up Perpetual Strength first, moving here into the perk Kinetic Energy. Each consecutive heavy attack increases heavy attack melee damage by 3% up to 30% for 3 seconds. Heavy attacks are very powerful on the knife, even for horde clearing, so great perk, which I pretty much always pick up. Next perk here is Perpetual Strength once again, moving here into the perk Heavy Onslaught for even more heavy attack damage. And the most important perks here, in my opinion, are Shadow Stab for that boss damage and single target damage in general, and of course the perk here, Shoulder Bash. Replace a distance stab with Shoulder Bash while evading/sprinting. Tap the attack button to quickly perform an area of effect forward attack. Now, Shoulder Bash is far better for a lunging attack, in my opinion, than Distance Stab is. The recovery feels far better. The usefulness in general just feels way better than the Distance Stab, and you don't get animation locked remotely as hard. So I really do think this perk is worth taking pretty much all the time. And the final perk I grab is Extremis Slayer for bonus Extremis damage. Now, you could take Terminus Slayer instead. I just find Extremis Slayer is more overall useful because you're just fighting way more Extremis throughout your game. That's just up to you as well. That's all I have selected for the block combat knife. Now for our perk tree, I did pick up Melee Mastery first. Melee damage increases by 20% against Majora's level and higher enemies. I just find this one to be the overall best in this column. The perk down here, Medicae Adept, is not very useful at all. And the perk up here, Block Break, which says shots will penetrate enemy block stances, dealing 50% of the usual damage. This one is not horrific. It doesn't affect too many enemies in the game, primarily for things like Sword Warriors and Biovores, but Sword Warriors and Biovores are some of the most obnoxious enemies in this game regardless, so it's still pretty useful for that. Though if you do take this perk, I would probably build into the perk down here, Cleaving Fire. Shots will penetrate enemy block stances, dealing 25% of the usual damage. So you get like a 75% buff instead of a 50, so just keep that in mind. Now the next one I pick here is High Capacity. The maximum amount of ammo you can carry increases by 10%. This perk is pretty good for our ammo economy. Now if you want to skip this and just take Vantage Point or Adaptability for melee damage, you definitely can. That is up to you. The next perk after this is Dexterous Hands. Bolt carbines reload 20% faster, and their weapon spread and recoil are reduced by 15%. This is the only perk in this column that does anything for the Instigator bolt carbine in the first place. This one appears just for Stalker bolt rifles and bolt sniper rifles. This one only affects the last few souls, so kind of a no-brainer. Next perk here is Marksmanship. Headshot damage increases by 10% for all squad members. This one helps quite a bit with extra damage for your headshots on the Instigator. Now if you want to pick up the newly buffed perk here, Precision Targeting, weapon spread is reduced by 15%, and range damage against Extremis and Terminus level enemies is increased by 25% for all squad members. You definitely can. Now, this one has a description error, obviously, but the buff is quite strong now, affecting a 25% increase in damage for Extremis and Terminus, which is pretty damn good. Now, the perk down here, Squad Renewal, is obviously strong as well if you would want to grab this, but if you take this one, I would just take Purification, or you could double up your renewal effects with Renewal and Squad Renewal and have like a 25% headshot kill ability charge restore every single time, which is actually quite strong. Now, the next perk I take after this, since I'm taking Marksmanship, is Renewal. A headshot kill restores Camo Cloak's charge by 15%. Without this, your Camo Cloak economy is horrendous, so I pretty much always grab one of these two perks. And the perk after this is Targeted Shot. The first ranged attack that breaks Camo Cloak deals 75% more damage. In the patch 11.0 PTS server, they did make it so The first range attack that breaks your camo cloak deals 75% more damage. In the patch 11.0 PTS server, they made it so the effect of this does linger for a bit, so you can actually get a full advantage from this on the bolt carbines and stuff like that. So pretty useful now, far better than before. Usually I would take things like a tactical ambush with a weapon like this, but now you can definitely pick up targeted shot. Next perk here is Persistence. When Camo Cloak deactivates, you take 20% less health damage, and you will not lose control from heavy hits and cannot be knocked back for 10 seconds. This is the only 10-second no knockback on this class whatsoever, so I do like to pick one up for any type of close range build, though you could take Lingering Concealment because a Lingering Concealment is still very strong, even with the Camo Cloak cancel nerf. Next perk here is Pattern of Excellence. Performing 3 consecutive headshots restores your equipment charge by 1. Cooldown is 3 seconds, or excuse me, not 3 seconds, 30 seconds. This one has a great synergy with your Instigator Bolt Carbine here, obviously. Even the base one will get it back, but this one has 5-round burst, so super easy to trigger this perk over and over. And 30-second Melt-A-Bombs, Shock Grenades, Crack Grenades, and even Frag Grenades are just incredible in Space Marine 2. This is a top-tier perk choice pretty much all the time. Now for the Prestige perk tree, it is pretty standard. First, I take Emperor's Grace. When Camo Cloak activates, you become invulnerable to damage for 2 seconds. Now, this 2 seconds of invulnerability here is like the ultimate form of no knockback in Space Marine 2. Not only will you take no damage, you will also phase through any attack, so really useful for setting up things like Shadow Stab, also just like setting off your own Melt-A-Bombs at your feet, so I love this perk a lot. Next perk here is Versatile Precision. Performing a kill with your secondary weapon restores 15% of your primary weapon's ammo, and the cooldown is 15 seconds. This perk basically solves the ammo economy of any gun the sniper could possibly have, and on this one it is no different, so I pretty much always pick it up, because the Instigator Bolt Carbine is not necessarily like the most ammo hungry weapon in the entire game, but definitely hurts quite a bit to play this with that Versatile Precision, so I would pretty much always pick this up. Next perk here is Conviction. When your armor is fully depleted, you take 25% less health damage for 15 seconds. This perk will simply save your life. 25% health damage reduction is incredible, and Conviction in general in this game is top tier whatever class it is on, is no different here. And the final perk I grab is Exacting Focus. After a gun strike, you deal 20% more range damage for 10 seconds. Now, a 20% range damage buff is quite chunky, and a 10-second uptime is super long in this game, and really, any gun strike you do at all in this game will trigger this perk, and that is super easy to pull off, especially versus Minoris with like your heavy attack setups on your knife, so this perk is actually better than it sounds. That's pretty much all there is for this build, guys. I think the Heroic Bolt Carbine or Instigator Bolt Carbine is probably my favorite build on Sniper currently, only being like a, the runner-up here would be the Bolt Sniper Rifle Heroic. This thing is also incredible. I do have a video for this as well. I'll put in like the little info card up here if you want to check that out. But this one is a top-tier weapon. Hopefully it does not get nerfed, but both of these are super fun and super strong. I think that this Heroic lineup this time around is far better than the last one, at least on the launch, and thankfully we have a PTS to like hopefully iron out some of the bugs and stuff like that. Anyways, guys, hopefully this showcase helped you get a better understanding of what you want to play in the future, or just try out in the PTS if you're on PC. If you like content like this, subscribe for more, and as always, take it easy. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Emilio line close ready. CQC lost love. All eyes, shoot them. Fire on the garbage. Unseen, I stalk my target.
That's just a heavy bolt rifle getting a buff. Yeah, it's not the heavy bolts though. Two different guns.
Active camouflage charge. They shall not. Only twitching Xenos carapaces remain. Stealth ready.
Bolt sniper rifle is top priority. The heroics everything everyone wants bolt sniper rifle to be. It is very good. I hope they don't nerf it because it actually has a skill cap attached to it. Okay, awesome. I always thought that gun was not as bad as people said. The heavy bolt rifle, it was really bad. Now it's pretty good.
We can yet turn this loss into a victory.
We're talking about the heavy bolter.
Major organism sighted. We have Tyranid primes. The weapons of an Imperial vessel are always an awe-inspiring sight. If only we could level these weapons at the hive infecting the ship. Camouflage charged. Amelio line engaged. Tyranids have no mind for tactics. Inserting fresh past that foe before it calls for reinforcement. Amelio line cloak ready. They shall not. Our free army.
That's a lot of damage.
Active camouflage charged.
Nice.
An indomitable aura surrounds this. Readying next to the house, they seek to choke our rivers with their dead. Stealth ready.
Tried the new combi melta buffs already? Yes, I have. They're pretty good.
Changing magazine.
They're pretty good. It's not like an amazing weapon, but it's pretty good. What are your thoughts on the heroic power fist? There is no reason to ever use that weapon over the block fist, but the block fist should also be nerfed. So, if you want to use it, you definitely can. It's really more so suffering from the fact the block. Wow, that's still happening. Okay. I forgot they can do that out of this cloak. But the block fist is OP, so if they were to make a weapon equivalent to it, its heroic perk effect would have to be absurd, or it would be OP itself, or it'd be more OP.
Active camouflage charged. Inserting fresh magazine. No through. Coordinate fire. Amelio line cloak active. Stealth ready. Superior tactics bring victory over brute force.
I just think it's a bit of a shame though. The cosmetic is sick. I mean, it's the best fencing one, I think. Of the heroic axe, in the future will be a block weapon. It already is a block weapon. I mean, the block axe is already good. But I do agree, Bob. I hope like all the melee weapons get block variants. Honestly, let's just have variants for everything. I don't really know why we've just been like, okay, let's just have a balanced or fencing version for all these heroic weapons. I thought let's just have an option for fencing, balance, and block, like every other weapon in the game.
That match these symbols. I am a phantom of death. Alien bioform eliminated. Amelio line cloak ready. They shall not. Inserting fresh magazine. Hostile backup on the way. Stealth ready. Amelio line engaged.
There we go.
Changing magazine. know my tactics. Unseen, I select my target. Active camouflage charge. Shock grenade. Readying next volley. Stealth ready. Synaptic servants.
Have they made any adjustments to the PTS? Not yet. I doubt they will this time around. It's only going for like a week. It's only going up until September 4th.
Changing magazine. The console displays the size of the depowered components. Alien bioform eliminated.
I'm pretty sure the chance of that happening without the parry bug occurring is incredibly low. Because usually Whip Warriors will just break their parries before that point. Sucks. Time that.
One router back online. Emilio line cloak ready. Watch out for Ravana tunnels. Ravana destroyed. Emilio line engaged. Rearm. Stealth ready. Zoanthrope will not be troubling us any further. Reloading.
RP&A. That's A. One more. They posted a Discord recently saying Dash isn't final to PTS and 2 other things. They said like a typo that the Blood Angel Champion cosmetic should be colorable, I think. I think that's what they were saying. I think that's what they were attempting to say.
That was the last one.
Did the bolt pistol buff applied to the heroic variant? No, it did not. I actually tested that in testing room today. It did not.
Machine spirit.
Damage is exactly the same as it is on the current server.
The lift platform is in transit. Arrival pending.
The lift is here, brothers. Time to descend. Camouflage charge.
Attention boarding parties. We have confirmation that Combat Squad Favoris is lost. I need a mission status update from all remaining combat squads. Combat Squad Heraton here. Redirecting along newly advised path. Combat Squad Octavio reporting in. Cyclonic armament secured for now. Talassa, you are nearing the reactor cooling hold. Report on its condition when you arrive.
Can you imagine if the Instigator Bolt Carbine had the one perk? Adamant Hunter.
Fester and rot. See not abominate. Emilio line cloak ready. Changing magazine. Objective on the other side.
I just want to say, I too do not like the new sound for the unblockables. Yeah, I hope it's optional. That's all. That's all I ask. The heroic weapons, I don't know how I feel about it. Depends on the heroic weapon, really. Make us do the hardest challenges to get heroic weapons from the mid. I mean, some of them are the best. Some of them are really, really good. Like, I think the heroic bolt sniper is probably the best bolt sniper in the game.
We have updated our battle stratagems. Heraton, reinforce Octavio and protect the cyclonic.
I am happy they're trying out more unique perk effects.
Your new orders are to destabilize
That is pretty big.
Cause a temperature spike, and the Tyranids may redirect their assault to you, buying Heraton and Octavio some time to filtering the elements.
My cape
When
is
you reach the
bugging.
reactor's cooling console, disable the emergency blast shields.
You don't need the sound cue? Yeah, the new sound cue. I don't know why I'm shooting this guy. Probably for shits.
Coolant rods exposed. Talasa, I need you to disable the entire cooling array.
I've paid attention
Concentrate fire on the exposed cooling rods.
Force mace is highlighting vulnerable points. Camouflage charge.
Awesome. Fumble. We're fumbling. My gun wasn't loaded, all because I shot those little guys. What a foolish decision that was.
Alien fireball loaded. Readying next volley. Amelio line close at stealth ready. We have a lead. Pernicious one at that. Reloading. Rearming.
You don't need the new sound cue? Yeah, I don't even know why they had the new sound cue, to be honest. I didn't think it was bad at all before.
Not vanished from my sights.
Like, at the beginning of the game it was bad, but they made a new one. A while back. Way back, actually. Okay.
Munitions here.
Bang, bang, bang.
Rearming.
Hello, I hope everyone's well. What's up, Finlock? We're just
Fire on the exposed coolant
playing the new Instigator on Sniper. Right, Sim. FPG, what weapons would you like to see added to the game? Probably like a two-handed power sword, heavy eviscerator, or lightning claws. I feel like lightning claws would be a little limited in how many classes would actually get access to them. Alright. So probably, I guess so would a heavy eviscerator though.
adversaries are keen to lose again. The stench of Xenos. I have a clear shot at the next coolant rod.
Registering extreme temperature fluctuation. Plasma cooling efficacy severely reduced. Excellent, Talasa. You will need to repeat the same process at the second array. Access granted to the bridge console.
I am a phantom. Amelio line close and ready. Reloading. Buckle terrain. Ravener activity. Inserting quick. Unseen I stopped my time. Ended the ravenous appetite. The second array awaits us.
I kind of want this.
Stealth ready. They shall not. Readying next volley. Active camouflage charge. Emilio line engaged. Fester and rot. Xenos.
I'm gonna keep these shock nades so I want to go through up these areas here. I can't wait to see what this boss fight's actually gonna be like. Bolt pistol packing some punch. The bolt pistol buff is great.
Identify blockages and remove Xenos organisms.
Changing magazine.
Got an Angel of the Carbine fit in the PTS? I do not. Shock nades on this map are so valuable. Shock nades are just fucking good.
Identify blockages
Good weapon.
and remove Xenos
Good grenade, I should say.
organisms.
Especially here. Man, so easy. Oh, unless it's like getting body block for some reason. Okay. I see. Let's see how it is.
No more rods remain functional.
Temperatures at critical level. Plasma reactors shutting down to prevent
What do you think would be a better heroic
catastrophic
perk for the current heavy bolt pistol? Because the current one is lame.
Talassa, do not let the reactors go
There,
down.
I haven't really thought too much about that. All I know is
Its final
it's a
task.
terrible idea. The one, whatever they came up with, this whole
Protect
reinforcement
the
thing. I don't know what Saber Interactive's obsession with like interrupting reinforcement calls is as like a weapon effect. New Instigator looks so cool. I'll use it even if it's not better than the Relic headshot one. I mean, I think it is better at this point.
Talassa,
That's
you
pretty damn
received word
close.
from our brother in combat squad Heraton. His approach vector should have
Got more
taken him
ammo.
through the technical underbelly.
For one,
No, but this looks like
maybe
the
less of a
work
headshot
an
multiplier,
ultramarine.
but to be honest, a 5-round burst does a ton for you. The CHP regen off that is great.
The reactor's heat spike should draw some of the Xenos away.
I know it's
from you
unreasonable,
and
but I wish we get a
towards us.
huge operations map pack. That would be awesome. I feel like to do that, they'd have to have like a proper monetization scheme for this game. Because they're not going to do that for DLC cosmetics, I feel.
Rather, Xenos fills no quarter, Octavio. Could prove useful.
Gosh. We haven't seen a boss yet.
Emilio line close active. Stealth deadly. These can choke our rivers with their dead. Enemy forces are incoming. Do not get flanked. Alien fireball needed. Free army. Emilio line cloak ready.
For the Emperor. Through Freaksman. What do you think the next heavy champion skin will be? I don't like the Ultramarine one. Next heavy champion. I mean, who knows? You might get like an Iron Man, not Iron Man, Iron Hands pack.
with the heavy on top of Tech Marine. But they did release a jump pack for the Blood Angel champion skin in this patch, so they're going to.
We are at the reactor. Shock grenade deployed. Amelio line engaged. Stealth ready. Hostile backup on the way. Rearming. There is a limit to this sniffing around. Focus fire on the Tyranid gun beast. Reloading. Fester and rock. Seacoast abomination. Xenos viscera is everywhere. They shall not. Changing magazine. Active camouflage charge.
Oh, hello.
Shock grenade ready. Readying next volley. Tyranid biovore executed. Reloading.
Oh, the good option the sniper has now with the heroic
Tyranids
Oculus
tore
and
through
Bolt
these
Sniper.
sensors like they were paper.
It actually gets some great options this match.
Inserting pressure. Amelio line welcome ready. Alien biobomb. That's nice, my tongue. Carnage stealth ready. Changing magazine. Active camouflage charge. Amelio line engaged. Rearming. Eliminate Xenos line. Amelio line cloak ready. Alien biobomb eliminated. Amelio line cloak stealth ready. Inserting fresh magazine. Reloading. They shall not. Active camouflage charge. Changing magazine. Stealth ready.
What the fuck? Artifacts is not built for this terrain, what can we say?
I am a phantom of death. Ready next volley. Amelio line. Throwing shock grenade. Precisely what we need. Changing magazine. Checkpoint located. Stealth ready. Amelio line engaged. Active camouflage charge. Inserting fresh magazine. Pyramids have no vibrant tactics. I am a phantom of death. Meteor line cloak ready. Unseen, I stalk my target. Rearm it. Stealth ready. Fester and rot. Xenos abomination.
There was a Carnifex. Where'd he go? Did he lunge off the edge? Oh, he's just roaring over here, okay. Dude, the Carnifex AI is terrible, like, at locations like this. Probably the worst AI of any boss in the game. Where is he? Did he just stumble? He's already just shooting over here, okay. Cool.
Readying next volley.
One day I'll figure it out.
Magazine empty.
Alright. I don't trust any of this, whatever the hell this is. Okay.
Tyranids repelled, brothers.
Well, it is the test server. Animation cancel Carnifex, pretty much. He's having a temper tantrum, that guy is for sure. Angry Carnifex.
Access granted.
I have no ammo at all. But we did find the code in like the first try, so that's nice.
Camelio line cloak ready.
I want to loot the ship of relics and weapons and hijack Thunderhawk and create my own new warband. Oh, here we are at the end. I cannot wait to fight this boss.
Brothers,
This is gonna be
almost at the
awesome.
target.
Two primes sighted.
Carnifex's gears wall bouncing. Basically, that is the Instigator Carbine heroic variant build. There's one new operation. Yeah, there's not the boss. The boss is not in yet, though. Keep that in mind. It is a winter operation.